figured today we'd try to get out and go for a walk through a cemetery that I haven't been walking through for a few years, and figured this was probably the best one to go walking through. It's just absolutely beautiful and just so peaceful here. It's kind of big, which is nice. And all the times that I've been here, I've never noticed they have a little memory lane here that you can go walking down. We'll take a walk down here, see what's down here. Maybe get a little explanation as to what these little huts are, because in all the years that I've been walking through here, I've never seen this. Right? Maybe this is a new addition, I don't know. Just gotta be careful for like snakes and stuff, because I'm kind of afraid of snakes. I don't want to disturb anything that I'm not supposed to disturb. I don't want to ruin anything that I'm, not allowed to. Basically, I don't want to touch anything that I can't touch, But for me, there's just something so peaceful about walking through an old cemetery like this during October, and probably from mid-September till about mid-September to, I want to say, the beginning of November. About the first snowfall is usually one of my favorite times to come out and go walking through cemeteries. I don't really have any particular one thing that there's like really no stone or no marker or no grave site that I really want to go see. It's just, for me, it's just getting out into a peaceful area like this that's just absolutely amazing and just beautiful. And this is, like I said, this is an old cemetery. I think this is one of the oldest, probably one of the oldest still active in town. There's an old church right up here over on the other side of the hill, with a school attached to it that's still active. And this cemetery is still in use. They're still placing people here when they pass away. I think this was here back when the town was first incorporated, back, I want to say, during like the 1700s, I think, I want to say 17 something. So there's a lot of old stones in here. A lot of people that have had a lot to do with the formation of the town, and just also other residents that have lived here or have had some sort of connection to the town. The main road is over that way. There's an old mill that used to be over there. You can still see the tower. The mill is no longer there, unfortunately. That mill burnt to the ground. 2007 it burnt down, unfortunately. But they still have the tower, the brick tower. And so there's the church right there, and that's really old. I love the architecture of the churches, especially the older churches. So this is, I want to say, I think this is one of the older sections of this particular cemetery, especially over right here. There's a lot of old, I think this is where like most of the more prominent members of town live now, reside. There is some construction noise. They're doing something over here. I don't know what, but that's what that saw is over in the background. So just absolutely amazing. Just all these old headstones and such. And again, there's the main road right there. So I want to assume that this cemetery started out as just probably from this curb here over front to the road where that wall is. And this, like I said, this is where all of the oldest graves are. A lot of the people that have had, like I mentioned, that have had a lot to do with the town and its formation. And if you come here, you'll see that there's a lot of places in town that are named after a lot of these people. It's just amazing, dude. I think 1875, 1861. There's some back over this hill that are from 1840, 1816. There's another one from 1840, 1855. There's just something about these old historical cemeteries and burial grounds that just, I don't know, it's just everything about it, just the history behind the cemetery. And because you know that each one of the people that are buried here have a story to tell. And it's just absolutely beautiful. 1856 that tomb was built. It's just, there's another shot looking toward the road. It's, I don't know, there's just something about, especially for me, I love cemeteries that are like this, that have a lot of hills and a lot of trees, and just, I don't know. For me, it's a peaceful place. We're gonna go right up the hill here because I feel up here is where a lot of the older markers are, a lot of the older sites are from the cemetery. But it's just absolutely beautiful. And the view from up atop this hill, I feel, is a really amazing view. Can't really see too far, but for me that's fine. It's just seeing all of these old markers and monoliths standing is just absolutely breathtaking. And considering that some of them have been here since the 1800s or even later, is even more amazing. I mean, just look at this view right here. This is something you only get in a cemetery like this. So yeah, just very, very old, very peaceful, very beautiful. If you have something like this where you live, an old cemetery like this, I would highly recommend going through, walking through it, and just taking in everything, because there's a lot of history that can be had in these old cemeteries from like the 1700s and the 1800s, and they're just very beautiful. And especially now around October with the leaves changing and everything like that, it's just very, very spectacular and just absolutely breathtaking. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until then, peace.